Welcome everybody to week 4 of Esober Elitists. I am your fucking party host as always, Esoteric, with my buddy Sober. Sober, say hi.
What's going on, fam?
We had a lot of shit to cover this week, Sober. That's the facts. We have everything from emo, a lot of emo for the awards. We have the Cup Finals are set, right? We got the Cup Finals are set, the top two teams, and they were the top two teams in the standing in the regular season. Very fitting. Hanshot and, the other motherfuckers. We're going to cover all that. We're going to cover stuff like that from all the way to questions in this thread that I'm looking at real quick. Why I can't talk in my Boston accent all the time. Maybe I'll give you a little taste of that. All sorts of stuff. Friday the 13th. What is Valcor farming? Well, we got all sorts of shit to cover this week. What do you think, Sober? What do you want to tackle first?
Hey, let's just throw it out there. Let's get on the Velcro farming shit.
You want it right away?
Right
So
away.
this,
Let's get into it right away.
We have awards. We have the Cup Finals, and you want to talk about Valcor farming. That's where we're gonna go.
Yep. I turned on my Xbox.
Well, let's
today
talk
and
about
he's already
it.
fucking farming. It's like, god damn it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna check my friends list right now. Is he on? Real quick.
Uh,
He is. Oh my God, he's in Farming Simulator. I swear to God, he is.
I mean, does
He's
he get
in
paid for that
career
shit?
mode.
What? What the fuck is career mode
yeah.
in farming? I mean, is
I'm
he
gonna
trying to? Is he literally trying to become a farmer? But the virtual aspect of it.
I don't know. All I can tell you is this is real. This is happening on a Sober Elitist. We're watching Valcor in career mode in Farming Simulator. Or for those of you who want to hear me say it, Pale, listen close. Farming Simulator. Okay?
Hey, how do you hide an accent, anyways? I mean, if it's that strong, how can you cover it up like that?
You know what it is? It's years of being on Xbox Live and having to hear people be like, "Oh, you from Boston?" Oh, Jesus. So I can turn it on, I can turn it off. If I was drinking as much as you do for these shows, it would be on, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, I gotta hold up the rep.
Now, how deep? Just so everybody knows, how deep are you?
I am 3 deep, but they're about I don't know 60% alcohol.
I don't know if that's gonna satisfy Yam.
I know, but I got an hour, man. I had to give me an hour of being able to just bullshit and drink. I'll be wasted.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. All right, man. Let's talk about the awards really quick. Just really quick. I'm not gonna mention who won everything. You guys saw all that on the Throwdown show. By the way, what a show that was. Great job. Pale looked great. Agent looked great. Daily. What?
What happened?
He like left work and came home. I don't know. These guys are dressed to the tits, and you got the lucky leprechaun guy there and Pale, and then of course the fucking agent looked like he just came from Jimmy Buffett.
So
there was that.
Hawaii,
looking
shit.
sharp. Yeah. But at any rate, they did a great job on that show, and I saw a lot of emo today. Did you see the emo? It was everywhere.
I know there's one particular person that's just spewing everything he can. That's Caminator.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. I don't know him.
Talking all this shit about how he got snubbed and how he wasn't even on the voting and meow.
Mm-hmm.
Join up next season.
There was another one too. There was another one. Did you see it?
No, I wasn't really in the chat or nothing the last day or so.
Yeah, you're licking your wounds after the series loss, and you just go on a little sabbatical. I get it,
Right.
But that's what it is. You left the team chat, and guys, he left the team chat before anybody else. Even Barus is still in there.
Yep.
That's embarrassing.
Hey, that team's over and done with. Moving on.
I'd love to see you break up with people in real life, like relationships, and how do you just cut it off like that?
Oh, you just
rip the Band-Aid and call it?
Cold turkey, baby. Just no sense of flirting around the bush. Just get the fuck over.
Well, let's talk about the emo. What is it about like hockey leagues? I wonder if this shit happens in football leagues or whatever other leagues are out there that you just can't take it. Like, is it like? I feel like these dudes, they go to bed and they're like,
Motherfucker.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I wasn't fucking nominated. I can't, honey. Can you believe I wasn't fucking nominated for this? Like, is that a thing?
You gotta take Viagra for their EP to fucking get large again.
I just don't. I don't know. I just don't get it.
Oh, I get it in a way. I mean, the long and short of it is they think it's a what do you call it? Like a friendship thing, or who do you know type of thing to even get
Popular.
yeah popularity.
Well, who cares
contest
if it
thing,
is, man?
I-
Get yourself more popular then.
But to be honest, the way they ran the awards this season was completely legit. I mean, it got the league to say, okay, who do you think out of the whole fucking league? There wasn't like a little community that fucking did it. It was the community that said, okay, this person deserves this, or vice versa. You know.
No,
So, to me,
I was
there
just
should have
like,
been
how
any,
did
you know.
you, when you opened that list up, right, and you saw the same list I saw? How do you cast your vote? Because I'll tell you honest, I'll tell the whole league. Honestly, I voted who I thought was the best at each position. I threw names aside. Daly's my best friend in this league. Everybody knows that. Guess what he didn't get? He didn't get a number one vote for Norris. I
Oh,
know
you
he won
gotta
the
show-
thing,
you gotta
but
show
I
up
did
to
not
fucking
give
get
him
the
my
numbers.
number one. Well, that's my reason. That was my reason. He had a good year,
Yeah.
but geez, man, Beastly Jesus was in there for all 27, wasn't he? Or maybe he missed a series or two. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the dude who got my number one vote because I could just see it. You look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully everybody does vote like that, right?
Well,
And
and
not
I
just
know-
picks their buddies.
I know there was a lot of bitching that it took too long because they had it broke down so deep for each position. Well,
It took 5 minutes, man.
right, and that's the reasoning on it. I mean, you played everybody once, so at least once, if not twice in the playoffs or whatever. But
Well-
you get a gauge, right? I mean, fucking A, we played Yam 10 games before the
In a
second
row.
round, in a row. So we got to look at Yam, and we got to look at Valcor, and we got to all these people over and over and over. So yeah, they kind of stuck in your head a little bit, but
Yeah.
it
And
gets you over the
also
name.
just yeah, he's still in Farming Simulator. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right
Probably
here.
listening to the show right now, farming, like
I-
picking his fucking
whatever.
hay bales.
we're gonna I can't take it. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna talk about maybe there were snubs, maybe there weren't snubs. Who really cares? But at the end of the day, I gotta bring on our guest. I gotta do it. Our
Dun,
guest
dun,
this
dun.
week. Our guest this week is Agent. Oh, but he
Where's the
couldn't
drum
show
roll?
up.
Oh man.
Where is
What
it? Where's
the
the
hell?
drum roll? Where he couldn't show up? Where's Agent? So I get the next best thing. I said I wanted to get somebody. I wanted to get somebody on the show this week that is in the finals. Right? We all agreed on that, correct, Sober? We wanted to get someone in the cup.
Yep.
Say hi, Swagger.
Yo, what up, 239 fam? What up?
Mixed Swaggers
for
in the
having me,
house,
man.
ladies and gentlemen. This is a show. It's officially a show now.
Boom, boom, boom. Everyone
Swagger,
turn
what
off
do you
your
think, man?
Xboxes.
The ratings are either going to spike or they're just going to go right into the toilet, one or the other. But either way, the three of us are
buddy.
having fun, so it doesn't
They're
really
going
matter.
in the toilet. What up?
Fine, that's fine with me. Swagger, what do you think, man? What do you think? What do you think about the
I mean, I
awards
like-
voting? Did you like the way it was done? Did you feel like maybe there were some snubs that rhyme with Mick Twagger?
Maybe here and there, but I don't expect too much because I'm not, nobody really likes me, so that's fine. I like all the memes and stuff with when we do the write-ups of all the ones that say just like me. But yeah,
I
if
can
it's a
tell you right
popularity
now.
contest, I'm not gonna win.
Well, I can tell you right now, ratings are up. I already have 2 messages. They're up, and they love it. So, I swear to God, I'm not going to mention
Oh,
names,
that's
but
great.
2 people just hit me up right away, and they're loving it. So, ratings.
You know what I really
spiking.
liked about the awards?
What's that?
they were all like the real awards. You know what I mean? It wasn't some bullshit or whatever. It was all like, I think that's how it should be for sure. And the voting was fine. You
Oh
just
yeah.
had to make sure that you read it so you knew what you were voting for.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll admit one thing real quick. I did it backwards at first, and I realized it at the
Yeah,
end,
me
and I'm
too.
like, son of a bitch.
Me too, man.
I
I had
thought,
to redo the whole thing, bro.
yeah, I had to redo the whole thing because I was thinking, 6 was the higher number that
Yep.
gets 6 votes. And then I know. Autist. I get it.
Hey, it took me a while to
Um,
realize that
it
we
was-
had
it
to
was
scroll
terrible.
over to get to the fucking higher up numbers.
yeah.
And I went through, I did it all, and it's like, oh, you gotta have fucking 1 through 12 or whatever. I'm like, what? There's only
Like, what the
whatever
hell?
the fuck. I was like, God damn it! I go back and I'm like, oh, you can side scroll. All right, I got it.
So, how many of us in this room right now voted for Legion to be the last goalie picked?
He was not my last pick. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
Who was?
I think he might have been mine just because I know what he had playing in front of him. So
I think for me, he was their second or third to. He doesn't listen to these shows anyway. He thinks they're gay, so it doesn't matter.
right.
I think he was second to last for me, or maybe third to last. And I'm trying to remember. I don't know. They were all pretty good goalies, though. They were good nominations. So it's like once you started going down the line, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were all good. All
my
the
number.
goalies this year were good.
Yeah, I think I gave number 1 to Pale for me, just because I thought how impressive that was to step in there. He wasn't even playing goal. He drafted a goalie, and his goalie was like, "Yo, I can't play goal," and he's like, "Oh, good talk." And then he just played, 27 games and 22 3 wins later, whatever it was. So that to me was pretty
Yeah.
impressive. No matter who was in
Yeah,
front
with
of him, I
his
know he had good D.
superstar ringer lineup. Yeah.
And I think
Well.
I think I still gave it to Lemieux just because he was on a crap team and he faced so many damn shots every goddamn game.
Yeah,
I just gave it to
considered
Lemieux because he was the only goalie that really was difficult at all angles. Ability was good too. Tomahawk was good too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Lemieux
Yeah,
just
Tomahawk was
bugged
good.
me in a way that those guys just didn't bug me.
No.
Yeah,
I hear
the
ya.
thing for me with Tomahawk, I think I went like 5th or something on him. Was I just didn't like that he came in and started chirping in the box right away, like, "Oh, I'm the best goalie." Oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
man.
and that affects voting too, guys. Let's
Yeah.
we touched on that. Like, if you're getting snubbed, there might be something to that. Oh, here's another example. I finished, from what I'm told, second in Selkie voting. I did not have a very good. See, we were on Justice League. My plus minus looked like Sober's fucking thong. It was awful.
Like a
when
thong?
I went over to Motu, yeah,
Maybe you
I know
gotta
wear
describe
thongs,
what it
don't even
looks
try that. It's like shitty.
Finally said
leopard
correctly.
print.
It's shitty. It's full of shit. And then I went over to Motu and it got a little better, but I didn't deserve to win that, but I came in second. So
Yeah, no, you're really good, man, for sure. It's just some people play that certain style that stands out, and people can just pick it up or whatever. So
Mhm.
they respect
think
you as a
Lucas should've-
player, and that's what that would have.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And I think Lucas should have ran away with it, which he wanted, which is good, because I think he was the correct choice. Ultimately, guys, though, if as long as you're cool and you don't ruffle a lot of feathers, then
Suck a dick, bro.
I'm just saying. But wouldn't you agree, Swagger? Honest to
Yeah,
God, that
obviously,
that
if I
has
was
something to do
nominated on
with
that, I think I would tell someone to fix it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're not winning the Lady Bang. It's not happening.
Was that
No.
the fucking center award you guys were talking about?
The Selkie? Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a center. No, it's just
Okay.
the best defensive forward. But usually centers end up winning it because that's the position,
All right, gotcha. Because
I think I tried a lot more to.
It's the old Marion Hossa curse. That guy'll never win one, but he probably should. But he's not a center,
Yeah,
so
no, he should,
won't.
yeah.
He's not going to do it. Not in a league with Bergeron and Kopitar and all the other Tays. You're not going to win that award over those guys. But at any rate,
Fuck those guys.
hey, easy now. One of those is my boy.
Austin Matthews.
All right,
Let's go.
All right, so let's
Andy's
let's
a
get
Leafs
real
fan,
now.
ladies and gentlemen. Like the people are starting to turn it off now. I can tell. It's just-
Now we're gonna start getting the views back up a little bit. So Swagger,
Yeah.
put your name out there right now on why you should be a captain.
Why I should be a captain?
Why you should be a captain?
All right.
Because there's a lot of talk saying. I mean,
Because
I know you want to be a captain.
okay,
But there's
I,
talk
I
saying.
do want to be a captain. I want to make sure that like the schedule is right for myself versus like having to like show up for other schedules and shit like that, right? Because I have stuff going on in life. But besides that, like I just think that I have like an idea of who's good. I could pick a decent team and win a cup if I don't win one now. Like, you know, I want to win one eventually. So I think if I don't win this season, the best chance I have is to captain and pick who I want.
And the other thing that does too, in my opinion, is that'll turn people's opinions around. You know what I'm saying? Their view on you. It's definitely, it has to. If you draft a team and you keep them all playing and you feel the lineup every night and you have a good season and maybe you don't win it all, maybe you do win it all, but regardless, if everybody had a good time, it has to change people's opinions. It has to. There's no way it
Yeah,
could.
for sure. We have a good time like every night when we're playing now, you know. It's not I'm not as cancerous as Legion thinks that I am. But maybe I used to be though. Like obviously I was a fucking douche, but I was also young now. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
married
see,
and
that
have
was
kids
my
and
next.
shit now, you know.
Yeah, that was my next question. How old are you? Because I don't even know.
25.
Okay, so you're getting there.
I'm young,
I mean, you're
but
not
like when
quite.
I was playing originally, I was like 19, 20, whatever, and thought I
Mhm.
was the greatest player ever. Now I'm fully
Oh hell,
aware that I'm not. I'm
I
not the
played.
greatest player.
God, I played with a guy. I wish you guys did. I know you didn't though. I played with a kid. I'm sure he's still around somewhere, playing in a league somewhere. He was like 14 at the time. Oh boy, was it tough. It was tough, yeah, to play and not only play with him but listen to him and this, that, and the other thing. But then like
Swagger,
you watched him like years.
Yeah,
He grew up.
you remember Dazook 13 or whatever his name was?
yeah.
He was actually a 13 when he joined the fucking
Really?
that other league that we're in. Yeah, he was 13. Kayla was shit. I think like 15 when she joined the Moose.
Yeah. See, I mean, so like some people took it differently, right? I just like it was a fucking video game, so I was all like, yeah, I'm a hotshot. Fuck you guys. Like the first time I ever joined Moose, what the hell's that guy's name? Fallen Warrior. He was like, "Hey man, I wanna scout you." I'm like, "Fuck that! I could scout you." I've never even played in the league, so obviously initially everyone's like, "Come on with this kid."
No. If anybody that doesn't know Fallen Warrior, that is Goofy J, stat padding. That's his little brother.
Boyfriend. Yeah.
I gotta stay out of this one. I don't know him.
Yo, here's a flip question though.
That's what we do.
You asked
so.
me like to explain like why I think I should be a captain. Like, what's the opinion on why I shouldn't be a captain?
You're a douchebag.
Yep.
That's not me
When?
saying that.
When?
And-
No.
and-
Of
That's
course, of course.
That's not me
But
saying
since
that.
Swagger-
That's
2
other
9,
people
when?
saying that.
Swagger,
I don't
well,
know.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had Chubbs write the fucking Bible on everything. That typically
Yeah, but
doesn't
talk
happen
to the
with
rest of
Chubbs.
the party, right?
Well,
Yeah, but,
I talked
like,
to
we still
Franny.
played all season long.
Right, but
And you were within a period of winning the cup.
I showed up
With
every
that
single
squad.
night. I didn't fucking
Yep.
continue talking shit to this guy and like beating him up and sending him messages and whatever. Like, you get a whole new team of people together every season. If they've never played together before, it's new personalities. If they bump heads, they bump heads. But if one gets emo and fucking holds a grudge, that's your fault. It's not mine.
And I think too, Swagger, the other thing this league does pretty well to avoid that is they just rule one people. They don't deal with it. Like if you're gonna, we had a situation last week even with two really liked members, as far as I know, Marty and Dank, and there was some emo going on between those two, like some deep emo.
Yeah,
And they
but-
butted some crazy heads, and then cooler heads prevailed. And look, now Dank's he wants to captain and shit, and that's great. But like, if you have guys that just can't do it, they're probably gonna either leave or get rule one. Like,
And
you're not
I'd-
gonna see that a lot here, I don't think.
and I'll throw this out there too. Swag, like we talked about millions of times before. Shit follows you around, right? So when something happens, say way back when in the Moose, with a certain player, we'll just say it, the Steam Art, right? That carries over.
Just for Yeah.
That carries over.
Just for
right?
conversation's sake, yeah.
Right.
Just for conversation's sake. But that carries over.
Which is fine.
And then
Yeah.
what happened last season in that other league with another 239 player, that falls over, right? Then on top, you just look back at your time, and yeah, you're doing good now. Is it gonna last? Are you gonna fucking piss somebody off again? Are you gonna come out and play like a fucking douchebag? You did it all in the last series. I was fucking mildly impressed with the way you played in the last.
And I wanted to talk about that too. I'm glad. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good,
Thank you.
Glad that
Real
came
quick
up.
though. I like most of the people in this league, if not all of them, can't recall a time that I've been a douche directly to them or whatever. Like maybe 4, but there's a lot more than 4 people in the league. So
But that's
whatever
where
word spreads, it's all good. But
tight-knit
you know, like
community.
I
Hive
had an
mind,
issue
though,
with
right?
D-Mart.
No.
I had an issue with D-Mart, and I didn't fucking lose my absolute shit. Like I sent him a message, whatever. He sent me a message. I told him like I didn't think it was respectful, whatever. He doesn't necessarily care because he never met me before, but he was like, yeah, my bad anyways, because he didn't fucking intend to make me all like emo or whatever about some bullshit. So when I just let him know like I didn't respect it or whatever, instead of being a douche and like cussing him out or whatever, he was like, yeah man, no problem, whatever, and we're all good.
Okay,
So the old
yeah.
swag maybe would have like lost my shit or whatever.
So that brings me up to my next point. So during was it a throwdown show or something in the YouTube chat, you posted in there, I want to be a captain, right? Your very very next line was suck my dick, D-Mart. like
Yeah,
But that's
to my
that tongue in
point.
cheek?
To my point. Yo, pause. Hold up. To my point. What I just said happened like the next day, so that
Right.
doesn't count.
Okay,
But
well that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, on your first show though, Eso was like, if you're gonna be in this league, you gotta have thick skin. You're gonna talk shit. They're gonna talk shit. We're men. We'll get over
Absolutely.
it. So what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I can't talk shit. Tell him to suck a dick again. He's still all right. Like, I'm not
Exactly.
doing it to be a complete asshole.
I'm just saying that douche fucking mindset hangs over your
For sure.
head, like throughout this league, a different league, whatever, and you're doing great, everything's great, and then you just throw that out there. It's like, dude, seriously, if you're trying to show that you're not that same fucking cracker box motherfucker, right, and you really do give a shit. Don't fucking do that. I mean, and I know I'll probably get shit on for this too, but it's D-Mart, right? Fucking, he's great buds with Daly, Yambag, fucking all those fucking
Oh yeah,
guys,
he's the
right?
king. He's
Right,
the king
right.
for sure. No,
So-
he's super
He's
chill,
the crown
man.
jewel,
I always
man.
liked
So-
D-Mart.
so-
I always liked D-Mart.
Yep.
Always.
So there you go.
Except for when shit happened.
Right. So there you go. Don't say D-Mart suck my dick. like if you're trying to get over that douche shit, all that crap. Let's just start with the basics.
I think what he's saying is wait a season or two until it all.
I tried,
Until
man.
it all
Like I
boils over.
literally waited so long. Come on. Like,
Well, you're
almost
you're
the whole
on,
season.
You're,
I
you're
think
on
Sober
your,
wants you to wait a little longer. That's
Yeah,
all,
I
all
think
I'm
you're
saying.
on your way.
All right.
You're on
think
your
you
way,
Just gotta,
so.
I think you just gotta catch it.
It's still a little bit fun now and then, as long
But
as
again-
it's harmless,
Hey, again though, maybe you get in the captain's seat someday. Maybe it's not this season. Maybe it's another season. Maybe they finally, break back there in the decision-making room and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's give them a shot. So until that day, we'll go there. Let's move on though, because I don't want to do an hour show about McSwagger. No offense.
No,
Is that cool with you
neither.
too? Yeah. All right. Great.
Please.
Playoffs. I guess this kind of does include you, huh?
No,
We got
it
to talk
includes the
about
team,
last
doesn't
round.
include me.
Try and keep it under 5 minutes here, because I can only take so much. This is the elitists, and we're better than you. So, last round didn't go so well for Motu. Swagger and company got it done in 5 games. Pretty short series. What was the difference? Sober, we'll start with you. Why were they able to kind of just get it done in 5?
Can I plead the fifth?
No, you have to answer
Damn
the
it!
question.
Fuck my life. Well, going into that series, I forewarned the team. I said, "Here's how certain players are gonna play. Here's how we gotta play." And we went into pretty much every game totally disregarding every comment that I made.
Except game one, because that
Except
was a
game one.
blueprint.
Yep.
That was the
Yep.
blueprint. If you were going to beat that team, that's how you were going to do it. And we felt great after game one. We're like, oh man, we can do
Yep.
this 3 more times tonight.
Yep.
That didn't happen.
No, and then there was in my eyes there was some issues that's I'll just throw this player under the bus. Let's say like Zelo that decided I'm gonna hit my bubbler 5 times in 30 seconds.
No, I'd love to
that
blame
didn't
Zelo
help.
too, but he only played one game. He only
Right?
played one game.
Right, but it was the deciding game, right?
It
But
was.
All the
no,
games were close except one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was only one blowout.
there was some wicked fucking bounces in that series. Some wicked just I mean, for instance, that time that Beerus paused it, and I'm sitting there. I had my controller still in my hand, unlike what everybody else thinks that we all sat our controllers down like fucking chumbalons. The fucking time ran out. I'm still pushing over towards the face-off that it looked like we won, but our whole team just
Yeah.
sat there, and and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
we thought that you won it too. I'm pretty sure when we were in the party, we were saying like it looked like you had tied him up or you were kicking it back, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cosmic was just like clicking his stick, waiting to go
Yeah,
to that cross scene.
the timer ran out, and then it ran for like another 15, 20 seconds after the timer ran out. Then the game.
Oh, it was even longer than that, I swear.
Yeah,
I thought
mean,
the
it
game
felt
was
like an
glitching out.
eternity.
It felt
Right.
like a minute. Real time minute. That's what it felt like.
But to be
But-
honest, I think 90% of the reason why we lost was we tried to play run and gun, and this team wasn't set up to run and gun.
I also think our guest surprised us.
Yeah, I said it like I don't know, fucking 3 times a game. I was like, oh, Spiger found the fucking trigger. Spiger found the fucking trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Spiger hasn't taken his goddamn goal line shot until it was fucking like 6-2 or whatever the fuck that one game was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
it was
really
like
did not
garbage
wanna
time
do
in the
it.
blowout game.
And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
shit, fuck. What do you do?
Nothing.
Ran into a
That's
That's
in
the
a
thing.
series that, man, you guys are crazy good, and like playing against Sober last season in the playoffs, he beat us, right? So I kind of expected him to be really decent and really tough to play against. So that's why I didn't try and score stupid goals or whatever.
Well, the really
Yeah,
really
I
screwed
mean-
up thing was the first 4 games. Well, I think the first 3 games I was on the right side, due to
And Cosmic was doing insane too. Like everybody on our team did really well. I was like really stoked.
Picking up loose
Everyone
pucks,
had a good bunch of games.
just everything.
What were you picking apart, Swagger? Like, what was it that? Because we know, you go down low. That this is what I've seen from you. You like to take it down low. You like to wiggle around. You like to put the puck behind your back, draw penalties, and if they don't draw penalties, then you can escape, right? I mean, that's kind of your game. And then you can do whatever you want with the puck. If you want to take a shit shot, you take a shit shot. If you want to pass it off, you pass it off. So that's kind of how we at least I thought you were going to be guarded like that. Like when I was guarding you, I would not hit my poke check. I wouldn't even touch it. I would just glide around you and wait to try and nudge you off the puck. Yeah, it worked a little bit, but you were still able to to break free from either me or our defenders, and then you would hit someone on the slot, and that person on the slot would bury it. That's what beat us, I think. Those plays down low beat us.
Well, and I did say
That
too,
was like-
leading in there was a lot of times where you guys got us on the quick breakouts, with the double pass breakouts especially, with you and Fade playing a little bit higher, but Agent stayed in the middle,
Yeah.
so he was able to come down, and if we gave him space, he would just block it. Otherwise, he had either you or Fade open.
So we just kind of like go with what's there, right? We get like everybody in the league is skilled, so we just kind of. It took Cosmic and I like a while to figure out whatever, because I I was trying to like shovel it to him, and because he's fucking dope. So, but after a while, I guess we just kind of figured it out a little bit at the right
Yeah.
time.
That was the 5
But I
minutes.
think
by
it's
the way.
also like
Yeah. Fucking end it.
okay.
That was
Well,
it.
real
That's
quick,
all we're
just
gonna do.
going into the game, when you think you're playing a bunch of like people that are way better than you, you have to play better. So I don't know.
You
Maybe
grip your
that's it.
stick. There's no. I mean, I do it. I think everybody
fuck
does
yeah.
it when you know the other lineup can beat you at any moment. You grip a little harder, and you could feel it. Like if you go and mess around with buddies in a not drop in, but club or whatever. I mean, you just relaxed and you have 7 points, and you get in these games, and it doesn't go that way a lot because of that reason.
Yo,
You know,
we
everyone.
also. I just want to
Yeah, go ahead.
mention, because I know my team would not be happy if I didn't mention it, I don't think, is we have the fastest blue line in 239. So I think that is a big deal too.
Like they're the easiest to sleep with. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Run those bases.
oh, okay. Oh, you
No,
got so
No,
NCR.
they're the speediest guys, yeah, for sure. They're super fast. You can't.
They play offensive.
There's like hardly
correct?
ever. Yeah. Do they play offensive? I'm not sure.
Offensive D man.
I
I
don't
meant.
look at
that's
that.
what I was getting at. Okay.
The other.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
that
don't know, maybe.
supposedly is the fastest build, so I didn't know if they use that or what.
I want to give your goalie a shout out too, just because. I mean, we scored some weird fucking goals on him. You know, you come across the blue line, and you shoot and you score, but he stopped almost everything in close. There was a lot of those fluky goals that you get, but there wasn't much that we could do once we got it in the zone and got a good quality shot on. It wasn't like we were scoring on all those. It was those weird shots that we had to score on. Roos come down the side and take a slapper from fucking top circle, and that went in.
Yeah, he was
Yet-
pissed about that.
But yet you're standing fucking near side and you get a little tapper and he fucking saves it. Like,
No, he is solid, and I feel bad because he should have had better stats. Like in the beginning of the season, it was like not so great for him, like in terms of us letting up goals and stuff like that. Like you saw the goal differential, so he deserved better, but that's what we're trying to give him now. The stats
And,
reset to 0 in the playoffs, so
Now that we're done talking about that, we're gonna move on. Just Valcor is still playing Farming Simulator. I'm looking right at it. He's still
tossing
playing.
hay bales, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's still doing it. See, what do we get for questions in
Does
here?
he
Let me just take a
farm
quick
animals,
gander.
maybe? Does he like sheep?
I don't, you know,
Like if he
I
was a
have no
sheep, would he
idea.
fuck another sheep?
I think
Probably. I think so. I don't
Jay
see
and
why
Silent
not.
Bob reference.
Well, yeah. So, here's one from DJ. DJ wants to know, and you can answer this because it's like a broken record around here on this show. He wants to know if Hugh Laurie's a game changer. What do you? Is he a game changer?
Hugh Laurie of 5 years ago or Hugh Laurie of this year?
Yeah, we'll just move on to the next question.
so. Yeah, like who did he play for?
No, he's good. I mean, he's that center. He needs to go back to playing a little bit more two-way center that he used to. But yeah, he's a good center, solid center.
All right. Well, what do you think? Either of you can chime in, and we won't spend too much time on it because I know the Throwdown guys did already. Who do you have in the series?
Swagger.
Like
Go ahead.
obviously us. I
Okay.
mean, you have to vote on yourself. Like,
Oh, of course you do.
if
and
I would have loved
the
to see
door
you
was
say
closed
pale.
and nobody was around, like,
No,
right?
and how soon are
Yeah,
you
I
gonna
want
mop
the
them up? What are
guy
you talking,
in the green
4?
suit. Like,
4,
oh
5,
man,
6,
I wish.
7?
Wouldn't that be nice? No,
I
they're crazy. So like perfect scenario. Like they just don't show up because they don't want to play. But that's not going to happen. So I'm assuming it'll go 7
You think it's gonna go full 7, but you guys are gonna come out on top?
for sure.
All right, Sober, who you got?
You know, just because we played against you guys, and I see there's a definite recipe to beat you guys. I would definitely have to say it's going to be Pale, but I don't think it's going to be a quick series. I think it's going to be maybe 6, 7 games. If it does go 7, 6 is going to be in overtime. I think it's going to
That's
be.
very detailed response, Sober.
Yeah, thanks. I see a lot of 5-4 games type of issues. But yeah, Pale.
Well,
Pale,
Well, I mean, if
Pale
I missed the series against Pale, I did miss the series against Pale. I was in Florida, so I didn't get a chance to play him yet. I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating, but it's my team, so I definitely think we're gonna win.
Yeah, like you said, you can't pick against yourself. That'd be rude.
Swagger, I think you're going to win too, and I think you're going to do it in 5.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Don't say thanks, just prove me right. You know what I mean? And I don't really have an analytical reason for it. It's just something I'm feeling. I don't really know why. The teams are really well matched, right? And I think the way you played in the last series is going to be the difference. If you continue to play like that, and Cosmic, like you said, he's just on fire. He could do no wrong in that series. So if you guys keep doing that, and you keep passing the puck the way you were passing the puck, not just like making passes, but they were on the tape and ready to fire into the net. So I think good luck with that. And NCR back there.
Oh yeah, that's sick, man. We've made it to the finals the last 2 seasons in a row. There's something about
And it's no
NCR.
disrespect to Pale's team, because they could easily sweep you guys, to be honest. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I just got a gut. I just have a gut that it's you guys in 5. Just go out there and prove me right. And I guess that's all the time we really need to spend on that, since the Throwdown guys X's and O's did to death. So.
And I just want to touch on this too really quick. So Drift joined our party because I forgot to lock it. It felt really good actually kicking him out of the party.
I saw that, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey, all right, yeah. He was just gonna start talking to you. You're gone.
Well, you got to kick him out before all his real life friends follow him in. Have you ever experienced that?
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck! Nice guys, but to be young again, huh? Hey, they talk over each other, kind of like we do. But we have a controlled chaos here at the Esober Elitists. Let's see.
So Friday the 13th.
Tackle. Okay. Yeah,
What the fuck is that?
So it's so kind of stupid. Like I watched a couple of fucking streams of it. You're either Jason or you're one of the counselors, right? And if you're one of the counselors, you gotta fucking run away from Jason. You gotta hide from him. You gotta try to kill him if you can, or I think eventually you hop in a car and drive away after you find all the parts to get the car started. If you're Jason, you go around and you just try to fucking kill everybody. You're walking around fucking Crystal Lake's the little campground area, fucking cabins and shit. But oh my god, this fucking crap with their goddamn servers where they can't just do a quick match. They have to set up a club thing, looking for more players or whatever. All those.
So it's like a serial killer game.
Yeah.
Killer
you've
game.
seen Friday the 13th
Wonderful
movies, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. The dude with the hockey mask.
That's great for our kids to play, man.
Right.
Well, the game's hot as hell right now, man. Every time I sign on, I have 15 invites to play the thing, and I don't play it. So that's how many people are just sending out mass invites to play the fucking thing. Yeah.
During our playoff
Chew
series,
Therapy's the biggest offender.
I got 4 notifications from the same motherfucker. Like he started 4 different clubs looking for players for it because he can't do the quick match. It's like Donnie Wood's looking for players. Donnie Wood's looking for. Shut the fuck up! I don't care. Get the fuck away from me. I don't have the game. Stop fucking messaging me.
And this is what happens when you're an old crabby drunk fuck.
Right.
This is
like,
what happens.
Jesus.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So that's that. Friday the 13th. I mean, are you gonna pick it up or no? I mean, everyone seems to be playing it on 239. DJ was trying to get us to come by it the other day and play. Chewy just has got a rock hard fucking blue vein throbber for it.
Watching.
I don't know. What are you thinking? Are you gonna pick it up?
Once the price drops a little bit, I'll think about it.
It could be cool, yeah.
Because when
Yo,
you
what about
watch
Prominence Poker? You guys ever have poker nights over here?
Oh yeah, I play that all the time. Yep.
it, really,
Yeah, we should get a
I
poker
just
night
actually
going.
downloaded that shit.
Yep. I play that all the time. It's fun. I mean, if you can get a group of guys together, I saw 2 people from 239 playing it last night. I think Kayla was one of them.
Yeah, I think the
but
Moose
someone else is
runs.
playing it too.
I think the Moose runs poker nights, where
Oh, that's
there's
why,
always
yeah.
a big group of people.
Oh, well, then we
Yep.
should have badminton nights. I don't want to copy them.
Right?
Well, so yeah, that's my thing. So it's like $40 for that Friday the 13th game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and it looks like a fucking 360 game. Like so one of the things you could do is, as Jason, you can break down a door, right? You take your fucking axe
Yep.
and you start swinging it. And the fucking animation of it, it looks like it's a fucking almost like back in the fucking PlayStation days, like old school PlayStation, like PlayStation 2 or something. You hit it like numerous times in the same fucking spot, and boards are still falling off, even though there's no boards where you're hitting.
You're getting chirped hard right now, by the way.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know if you know it.
Suck a dick.
I didn't even tell you it was Chew. I didn't even tell you
I know
it was
it's Chew. I know it's Chew.
It is Chew.
You
And
drafted
I
me
quote,
yet? Mm.
and I quote, once the price drops, bro, it's $40. Sober, you old fuck.
Hey,
That's
give me 40
what I
bucks if
said.
I could buy it right now.
You know how much liquor costs nowadays, Chew?
I was gonna
This
say,
guy's
you know how
got
much booze I could
a
spend?
figure to maintain. Yeah. He said, first off, it's an independent company that developed the game. It's not fucking active $sign I don't know what that means. These kids, they
Activision?
type in symbols. Oh, is that what that is? With a dollar
it's
sign?
probably
That's,
Tiger
Fucking
Woods.
hieroglyphics.
yeah, that's impressive. Fucking kids, millennials.
Oh, what the fuck?
Unbelievable.
Hey.
Yeah, you're one too, Swagger. You're one too.
That's why I'm inherently a douchebag.
We know. That's why you're on the show. It's the ratings, man. Awards, I know we touched on it. Who got snubbed? Who got real snubbed? Don't be silent now.
Depends on what award.
All right. Who got All-Star snubbed? We'll start there.
Ooh.
You know
That
I'm
makes
just baiting you,
actually
right?
have to-
This is bait. This is
That means
bait.
you actually have to
I'm
remember
gonna
who they drafted the
take it.
first two.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna
Take the
take it.
bait, man. Take
Oh
the
my
bait.
god,
Who
why
got
didn't
snubbed?
they pick me for All-Star? Oh.
Oh, you should get emo about it and go on the forums right now. That's what you should do.
Okay, I should.
I would put a poll
You think
up
I
even.
should?
Maybe like,
All right.
did you guys not vote for me because A, you don't like
I'm gonna
me,
do it right now.
B, yeah, I would do it. I would just get
Live.
on there and put a poll up.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. How do I do that?
But I thought you got snubbed, to be honest with you. But again, not emo snubbed. I just thought
No,
that
no.
if you were
No, it's
evaluating
fine.
talent, you should have made it. I think you should have made it in there. But that's just
It's
my
okay.
opinion.
Maybe like honestly, in my opinion, I kind of figured that I wouldn't, because I was like, a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth after Chubb's post or whatever. So like maybe in a couple seasons or something, if I'm not a big douchebag or something in everyone's opinion, maybe. But
Now, when I
it
read
is
that
what it is.
post, which I wasn't going to read, I didn't know either of you. I still don't really know either of you, but I've at least spoken to you a couple times. Now you're on the show, and we can hash some shit out. So going into that post with an open mind, not knowing either of you or the scenario, I was like, man, this dude spent a lot of time to make this post, and it kind of almost rubbed me the wrong way. Almost like, man, really? Maybe it's just because I'm old and.
Chubb's-
Yo, it was
Chubb's-
right before playoffs, and like we were
Yeah.
doing fine. So,
Chubbs,
I-
Chubbs, I see is that guy that once he gets rubbed, kind of like D-Mart. Well, once he gets rubbed a little too much, or there's a little too much shit, it unleashes this fucking silent fury that he's had built up for a while. You know. He's
And I get
honestly-
that. I'm not shitting on him. Trust me. That's not what I'm getting at. It's just that to an outside observer, I kind of was like, man, this dude's taking this a little too far. But
Right.
hey, you know,
it's
that
whatever
was
though.
just-
Like some of it was valid though too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and
Admittedly,
you're man
there
enough
was
to admit
times
it.
when I didn't pass to him or whatever, but it was never for the intention for him to like whatever freak the fuck
So
out.
what you're
I don't
saying
know.
on the record, when that whole thing was going down and you weren't passing on the puck, that wasn't a malicious thing. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I didn't even give a shit. I was just whatever.
Playing your
He
game.
said something in one of the games, which this is kind of a little bit of how it started. Is like you said, I go in the corner and go back and forth or whatever, and
Hmm.
he was calling for a pass or something, so I didn't pass it because I didn't feel like I had a pass. So the next
Hmm.
time when I went down the ice on a breakaway, I said, "Oops, I should have passed after I scored." Like whatever.
So a little bit of a douchey remark. I
Yeah,
can see, I
yeah,
can
yeah.
see
sure,
it, man. I see his point. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
So Swagger,
You
Swagger,
mentioned you
I,
mentioned. Oh, go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Okay,
nope.
so
Go.
I'm throwing this out there. You play like you did last round. The shit's gonna change real quick about your play style. Um, if you play like that one game that me, you, Flanny, and Superstar played, that will totally dampen everybody's fucking respect for playing with you at all.
And just to chime in real quick, and on top of that though,
Mhm.
there are no. I know we've gone over this. There's no rules, so
Yep.
there's nothing that says you can't take a slap shot from that angle.
Yep.
No,
However,
no, he just
now
means
you've
like never passing in wide open lanes.
no, right,
Yeah.
and that's not even what I'm saying. What I'm saying is now that you've added this fucking element where you just blow Motu off the ice in 5 games because you cycled amazingly, yeah, whatever. We're going back to that. Now that you've added that element, guess what's open now more often? Your shit shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're
it's
gonna respect the
open
pass
walk-ins.
more. It's gonna open up so much, and that I think in the back of my head, that's another reason I have you guys in 5. That's because now what are you guarding? What are you gotta pick one, right? You gotta commit to it as a team. When Swagger's down low, how are you gonna play him? Well,
So a lot of people look at, and this is going to the whole I want to be a captain. This is going to be the whole I don't want to be a douchebag anymore. People look at gameplay a lot, even though there's no rules. There is kind of that unwritten thing.
Yeah, unwritten for sure.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a douche
where-
who
where-
wants to play with you or for
Nobody.
you, definitely.
Right,
Nobody.
right.
Of course.
If I'm gonna be your forward partner, I'm never gonna touch the puck. I'm never gonna want to play with you again. Like that, that's just me. So if like I said, if you could play it all like you did this last series, not even like the whole series, just I mean, a 50% fucking apple of that. 'Cause, I mean, you were passing the puck like seamlessly every time. If that's play style, people are gonna love playing with you because I said before, you're a great fucking player. If that right trigger is not broken, if that right trigger is not
Ex-
broken, you could be fucking one of the best players in the league.
and can you imagine being able to send a message to Pale at the end of the series, and then it would just say, "You should have drafted a real goalie, Pale pwned," and then sign off. Done.
That
Done.
would be great.
It would be great, and if you do win it, I authorize that completely.
Yo,
I don't.
f-
not that I
feel
can
like
authorize
just
it.
to
I'm
stir the
saying.
pot a little bit. I feel like Pale is really, really like he's very, very open to say that he thinks his team is so much better. Is that like I mean,
Has
Aiken
he
hasn't
said that?
hasn't really. I mean, he definitely is more confident or more like kind of I don't know, maybe slightly cocky about the way everything's going. I felt like on the throwdown, Agent was kind of like relaxed and just we're gonna play and Pale was
Well,
like,
they're
nah,
the
man,
ones who
it's
have
over.
something to lose,
over,
right?
man."
Because I mean, they're the 20-plus win team, right? They dominated. They haven't lost a series, regular or postseason. So you're the underdog. You're the dog.
Dude,
That kind of gives you a little bit of a.
I've been on those teams
know.
though that have fucking dominated in the regular season, and then you get in the playoffs. Yeah, they just took out D-Mart in them, but it's hard to keep it up the whole time too. So
Yeah.
you know,
And
Yeah, they
speaking
won
of
7
DMart,
games with D-Mart for sure. So that's
Yeah.
very telling. It's obviously a good
Yeah.
team for sure.
Oh,
I would just
no
be a
doubt
little bit
about it.
like more silently excited or whatever. not put
I
extra
think
pressure on myself.
And I think Agent, your team is better than D-Mart's team. I think D-Mart has one or two better difference makers, but the rest of the team, I think Agents is definitely way more rounded than D-Mart's, and that's why he's still playing, and D-Mart's not. But speaking of D-Mart, can we talk about how he won the Lady Bing? Just for a second, the guy that
Because
just
he is
had his
genuinely a
tag
nice
suspended
guy.
for 2 weeks for calling someone a word.
right?
He won the Lady Bing. Can we talk about that?
What happened there?
It's just funny irony. It's not league related. I mean, that's not why he got suspended from the. It was he was in a little deep hut game, and he got desynced, and he didn't like it, so he took
man.
to the he took to the message waves, and it didn't end up well for him.
I had Lamp on my team last season, and I supposedly this guy is a fucking asshole because he gets suspended on Xbox. Like, what the fuck are you doing? D-Mart just did that. Like, what the hell?
Because he's the crown jewel, man.
right?
Don't
D-Mart
speak ill
he's
will
a
of
good guy
D-Mart.
normally.
Oh yeah,
He's
a great
always
guy.
a good guy.
He's one of my
You gotta
favorite
rub
guys,
him,
man.
You gotta
no
rub
doubt.
him the wrong way to get fucking.
Yeah,
Dude,
I joined
and what
like
you don't
mad
do-
long ago, and D-Mart was always good and always a nice guy. He's pretty normal.
And he's a great versus player, so he doesn't lose very many games. So he's winning this game, and the buddy desyncs him, and that just gets the blood boiling. That just gets it. He couldn't take it. He snapped.
That's how I
what can
used
you
to be
say?
versus too. Way back in the day when I used to play it a lot, same shit would happen where like either I got like 3-0 glitched or something just stupid, and I went from like 4th in the world down to like 20th because of a disconnect. I'm like, you motherfucker!
Grown ass man freaking out about it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, those.
But that was cool. He did deserve the Lady Bing, by the way. And I know he'd want me to bring up that he only had 11 penalty minutes on the year, and I'm not looking at stats. He just reminded me like 34 times the other day that he only had 11 penalty minutes.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
noticed
impressive.
that.
He played a whole season.
On the other
penalty
side,
minutes.
Cosmic Fade has the most penalty minutes in the league, and he gunned for that stat the whole season, all while tearing up the fucking score sheet too.
Now,
was like one of
I'm
his
just happy I
biggest
threw
moments.
my body around again. That's cool.
Yeah, that was great. You got
Now,
a ton of
Cosmic,
hits.
what were his final numbers? Do you have any clue? Because we don't look at numbers here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Numbers.
I know. I think he was like 4th or something like that.
Okay, so he
I
was
know
high
had
up. He was high
36
up
or
there.
40 goals or something. But what he cares about the most is the penalty minutes, and knocking people out. This kid loves it.
Cam Neely out there. You should change his name.
Oh, he's got a good name. He's Ujam. Ujam.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Am I supposed to get that? I didn't get it.
Yeah, what
What is
Cosmic
it?
or no cause renegade is Diaz Ujam. So everybody on the team is Ujam.
Oh yeah, but I don't
I'm
get
peanut
that either.
butter and
I'm
Ujam.
asking for.
I don't know.
I'm
No, I
asking
have no
for-
idea.
Did you just say
Okay.
peanut butter or something? What?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
my guy's name is Peanut Butter and Ujam.
Sorry.
I don't know.
So,
Well, we got
anyways,
about
Team bomb.
what 5-10 minutes left to roll here. Anything else sober that you want to cover that we haven't yet? Anything else you want to just off the top of your head?
Well, maybe it's since we got Swag on here, because this has kind of been the running theme lately. Who would you like to see be a captain? Obviously, excluding yourself, right? And who do you think has been a good captain?
Okay. I played with Dank Love like before the season started, and I thought he was really good, and he seemed pretty chill. He was not like too talkative, so the fact that he wants to captain, and then just had issues with somebody and squashed it and whatever, he'd probably be a good captain.
Those were resolved though, so I think him and Marty
That's
Kinsman
what I
made
mean.
up, and I think that's
that's
that was
good,
fine.
right? Like that obviously shows that he's not some fucking bitch. So that's captain material. I don't know. There's a bunch of good captains this season. I think Agent did a really good job, especially like first time captain and being on the radio show and whatever else,
Yeah,
And he's
I think
a busy
everyone did
guy
a great
in
job,
general
by the way.
too. So
That was a good
everybody
crop.
did good.
Yep.
It was cool. It was a fun season for sure. I'm glad it's not over yet.
Yeah. No, not for some of us. Did Swagger just take a second here with this? Did you see Daly in the playoffs?
No, I didn't see him all season.
Wah, wah,
Uh,
wah.
all right. Well, moving on. That's not important. He didn't make it. So
I didn't see him last season either. He missed that series too.
Oh,
yeah, he sure didn't he? Yeah.
There's like
Eh.
I don't know. There's a correlation there somehow.
Did you give him a #1 vote for Norris?
Of course.
Did you?
Yep.
since we're staying on the daily topic, I'm not
No,
gonna.
no,
Yeah,
I don't
what
want
the
to spend
fuck?
time on him. He's
hold on,
not
just-
important.
Hold on.
Before you go
I'm
any
not
further,
gonna-
somebody's got to give this guy a bone, man. Like, look at what he was wearing yesterday, and his hair was all fucked up. I've seen him look better than that. Jesus Christ.
He was looking rough.
Any
Holy.
answer to this? but I
Agent
want
looked
you to-
great. Pale was so snazzy, and then he just came out there like a fucking bum.
Who has the bigger
Unreal.
ego?
It's like
This
they
is
did
another
not communicate.
Yam pre-talk.
Oh, you got a what do you got? Egos?
Who
What
has
do you got?
who has the bigger ego? Daly or Roos?
Roos. See how quick I
I don't
answered
get
that?
that impression. I don't get that impression, man. You
being
guys
part-
played
don't?
with him, but he was
Being
no,
a
You
party.
played with
from
him?
like the we haven't like talked a whole lot, but we had a couple conversations. He didn't seem super, you know,
Yeah, I get-
egotistic.
If you question his online manhood, you'll hear it. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah, he's
Trust
gonna
me.
send it. See what I did?
Oh,
there?
he'll
Maybe he
send
can
it.
be your next guest. I'd like to hear that.
I would love to have Roos on here. I like Roos. First of all, a little caveat there. He reminds me a lot of a buddy of mine who has signed up for next year. It must be an Ottawa thing, Ottawa fan thing. I know he's not. I don't think he's from Ottawa, or is he? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think he is. If I remember.
Yeah,
right.
it reminds me. I got another buddy who signed up, and he's an Ottawa fan too. They're one and the same, man. They think the same. They say the same shit. They have the same arrogance level, and it's fun. It's fun. They do it in a fun way. Don't get me wrong, but they definitely have egos, and they
Yeah, I
they
was
think they're
surprised
good,
Daly-
man. They want you to
Daly
know it.
didn't
They have
blow
a
himself
tendency-
too much this year.
Once again, they have a tendency to rub each other the wrong way, right?
Yeah.
You get
Sure.
that ego flowing. You get the little chirps popping in and out, and next thing you know, it's like fuck you.
Daly's just so crazy with it. I don't think that there's no way he can think he's that good, right? I mean, I know he portrays that,
Mhm.
but there's no way he thinks he's that good, right? I mean,
I don't know. I haven't played against him in fucking 2 seasons. I don't know where this guy goes, but I'd love to play so I could figure it out. He used to be like an ace.
he
But
is.
now
I'm just busting on him, but
See,
So I mean,
he
he
is.
does have a decent ego, but I feel like it's probably most of it valid. Like from all I ever knew, he was like difficult to play against. So
The way I
That's-
look
And he's-
at Daly is he takes out his wing. He sits on that fucker's hip the whole time, and yeah, occasionally he'll pinch when he gets the puck and walks up. But when he's playing defense, he is literally on that winger's hip, and he doesn't move off that hip. It's the hardest thing to do is a breakout on his side. It's just hard. He's always there with the book check. You know, fucking before you touch the puck, it's already out for stick shit.
So
yeah, Moose and
Yeah, I think-
Valcor are close in that category too, though.
Mhm.
So that's
Val never was
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree.
I mean, he's turning that corner again to coming back to being a fucking great lefty.
yeah,
He
we touched
went
on
the
him real
poop
quick
chute for a
before the
while.
show started. Yeah, we touched on him real quick before the show started about
But he's still
but
fucking
McSwagger
farming.
actually brought him up. Is he? Hold on, let me look before we go any further. I'm gonna check. He is. Yep.
Yeah,
Whole
the
hour
fuck?
show. Yeah, whole hour.
what is he planting? There better be some weed plants or something.
I'm telling you, he
No,
loves
he's-
the farm animals. It must be like fucking,
He does.
Fucking, you know.
That's crazy. But we talked about him a little bit before the show even went on the air, and Swagger was like, "How come no one really talks about how good Valcor plays?" That's a very good question. I think he plays very good. He was a part-timer last year, so you didn't get to see a lot of him. So sometimes he'd come on, and maybe his first game wasn't so good, and then he'd warm up. But man, he was excellent this year. We played a series against him, and I can't remember if it was with Justice League when I played it or it was with Motu. His pokes were bionic. You couldn't cross the blue line. And I can't remember if I was playing on Motu or Justice League, but everyone kept saying it. They were like, "Dude, you can't skate near Valcor right now. Everything he's doing is gold." And so that was definitely a thing. And Swagger was like, I think he should have gotten nominated for that award, and I agree. But maybe next year, another full year of it, and you can't deny it. Like people have to start seeing it, or they're blind. But,
Yeah, for sure.
And this was part of that. You asked the question, Swagger, before you knew you were even going to be on the show. Who was the most overrated, underrated, pylon, non-pylon? To me, he was one of the most underrated. No one really talked about him, and you know what? Deservedly so. He's still farming. Fuck him. We'll move on.
Okay,
Move on to...
one more question, just because, once again, this is going to be becoming a recurring theme, it seems like. So, Swagger, have you ever gone in a room, either by yourself or with somebody else, put on a glowing dark condom, and had a lightsaber fight?
I'm going to take that as a
Say
yes.
that again. Say
That's
that
a
again.
yes.
My
Nope. Nah, don't worry about it. The answer is yes, and we're moving on. Just to close out, guys, we already went through that. Just give me, for the season, because we're not going to talk again until the cup's over. So, Swagger, I'll start with you. Your most overrated player in the league. Go. This season. Don't say me, because I'll kick you right out of the party.
My fucking mic died. I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is live radio, man. We don't have time for this. This is...
What did you say, Sober? I made you say it twice.
Nope. That
we
question's done.
skipped that. Yeah, we skipped that.
Perfect. Perfect.
Fast forward. The answer was yes. And the caveat to that answer was 14 inches on the other side.
Yeah, I have a little dick. Who's worse, Legion or Yambag?
In general, as a person?
Overall, yeah.
Legion's definitely the worst person. He's not a good person.
He's a cracker box. And 90% of the shit Legion says, he doesn't fucking mean it. Like, literally.
I know. He's awesome.
So the first time I fucking met the guy, right? He pissed me off. I told him off, and he was like, okay, I might actually like you. That's how we started talking. In a fucking party.
Oh, he'll just come in the party and just be like, "What's up, faggots?" And it's the best.
Yeah.
If anyone else did that,
jeez.
Yeah,
if I did that.
But
I asked him to come on the show, and he said, "No, media's gay, and you're a faggot." So that's,
I call bullshit.
but
that's exactly what he said. Verbatim.
He wishes ass cancer on people and shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
Legion's just a fat fucking chubby fucker that thinks he's a tough guy.
He cracks me up, man.
I love how he's a
big
award winner.
Yeah, he definitely cracks me up. But we were going to close out here because we're up against it. That was your question, Swag. This week was most overrated and underrated for the season. So I was going to say, you want to give me one for overrated? I mean, bring the hate, right?
Yeah. Sure, Daily.
Okay. I mean, that's overrated
because he did go up
because...
when it counted.
Yeah, okay. Underrated.
Well, when it... Yeah. Ooh.
I gave you mine, which was Valcor, so you can't steal that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I would say No Cause, pretty underrated. Like, I mean, people don't really talk all that much about him, but he's literally ridiculous.
Everybody loves No Cause.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good. I don't know if I call him underrated, but that's a safe answer, and I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Well, he's pretty high on everyone's draft boards, but I'm going to accept it. I'll let you get away with it. He's your teammate, and you gotta give it to you. Sober, what do you got?
Shout out.
Let's see here. Overrated.
Dun, dun, dun. You don't want to step on any toes, but you don't want to be unedgy.
Overrated.
Just say yourself.
Sure, I can say myself. I fucking suck this season.
You had 60+ points. That's not going to work. Try again.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think of a forward that sticks out in my head that everybody thinks is fucking stellar and is not.
I'd give
at
you
all.
2 right now that had pretty bad seasons that shouldn't have.
I mean,
They
right
shouldn't
now,
have.
just be a fucking dick. I'm gonna say Chew. I think Chew was overrated because he got taken way late or way early. Even though
Wait,
his
watch
fucking
this.
sucked.
I'm pulling up my messages right now because they're about to light up. Here we go.
And I'm throwing it out there. I should have taken him 20th overall or whatever the fuck he says, but I would say he was overrated because where he was drafted with his availability.
Well, congratulations. You just got muted forever. So
I knew that was coming.
I
But
told you
I
it wouldn't
had
take
to.
long. I
I
told you it
had
wouldn't
to.
take long.
I had to. It was good. And then
Yeah.
underrated. It's here. I'm gonna throw it out there because I love the guy personally. Uh, I had him and his brother both on a team of mine before. Um, I'm gonna say D Stokes. That's
Okay.
his brother.
Okay.
I haven't played with him in a long time, but he is definitely better than where he went. And yeah,
Where did he go?
I think
What
he
round
went
do you
the-
remember?
I think he went in the optional.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So I don't think that's going to happen again then, basically is what you're saying.
All right. If he signs up,
If he signs
full
up,
time,
right.
full time, he would definitely be probably second, third round pick.
And we're looking at
You know,
2.
also, John Monkey.
Yeah.
John Monkey's really underrated for sure. Because nobody
John
really
Monkey?
knows him, but he's
Okay.
legit for sure.
A lot of people.
Future captains are listening and writing names down. Oh, John Monkey. All right. I'm going to throw one more out there because
Well,
I
you gotta
think
throw
she
both.
deserves it. Huh? Oh, I'm
You
going
gotta
to.
throw
I'm going to
over.
throw one more. I'm going to throw one more underrated out there right now. Rev Hellcat. I don't know if she slept on or whatever, but I think she went in the 3rd round. Um, she was the only thing that was good on that Justice League team. Yeah, she was the only thing that was good on that Justice League team consistently. And then when they still weren't getting the wins and all the trades and shit happened, they put her up at wing and they started blowing people out. So she's pretty versatile too. So I think she's kind of slept on.
And Tom,
Overrated.
You're not going to get that. So just stop it. Stop it right now. Don't fucking.
Who's not going to get what?
Dom is not going to convert Caleb. Not going to happen. Not doing it.
No.
Not happening. Dom?
Don?
Give it up.
What am I missing?
Dominator Silva.
Yeah.
Dom
Oh,
Silva.
Dom,
Like they're
with an M.
inseparable.
Yeah, sorry. Dom with a M.
Yeah, okay. Well, those are my underrated Valcor and Rev. I thought
Who's your over?
they don't get enough credit for what they do. Me. I went 5th overall. I went 5th overall and put up like 40 points. It's not good enough. Yeah, I play the D game and everything, but if you're going 5th overall, you have to do it both, like Luca did. I'm not saying I'll never have as many points as Luca. What did he have? Like, I don't know. You have to help me out there because I don't know, but I know he was second in the league in scoring. That's not going to ever be me. You know, last year I was 4th in the league in scoring, and that's high for me. I should probably be somewhere around 10th.
See,
realistically, on the regular.
Eso fucking suck my nuts. It doesn't matter though because like when I traded for you, I had Luca, right? When I traded for you, I had the versatility of having a guy that could play anywhere on the front line, right? Anywhere.
Yeah.
You played
A good
multiple
soldier.
positions. You never played the same position more than probably 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, probably. Well, you had the Hugh was part time, so that factored in too when you're rotating Hugh and Zelo. Yeah.
Right. Or Roos.
Or Roos.
Yo,
yeah.
if you could do your draft over again sober, would you pick like somebody different?
Yep.
Other than the trade that you made?
I probably would have drafted close to a different team.
Close
I don't want to throw names. I don't want to throw rounds. I don't want to throw any of that stuff. But I made a couple boo boos. But literally, that's because I was a piece of shit captain. I didn't scout. I didn't care to scout. Didn't even want to scout. Didn't want to be a captain. Yeah.
Well, congrats. You're getting your wish. You're going on the draft pool, loser.
So
Yeah.
I-
Where's he gonna go? Top
I-
5, probably top 10.
fuck.
Where do I think Sober should go?
Yeah.
That's a good question to close the show out. That's going to be the question to close
And
the
what
show
position?
out. We'll start with
We'll
you.
go that
You
too.
pose the well. You're probably going to play forward, right? Who cares what it's forward, right?
I mean, the beta season, I played fucking D, so
Okay. Well, what are you going to sign up as?
I signed up as everything.
Okay. So having said that, Swag, since you posed the question, we're going to close the show out with this question: where is he going? Where does Sober go next year?
The third.
Third round?
No, third overall. He'll be
Third
the third
overall.
pick. Yeah, third pick.
Okay.
Oh.
And you think as a forward?
Yeah, for sure, man. He won
Okay.
the scoring title last season and the cup, and then came back and almost made it to the finals again, playing forward. Why would you deviate?
Okay. I see your reasoning. I think he goes lower than that. I think he goes, and I'll tell you why. You've got guys like Brick City and Luca, and I don't think the Chubbs and Efradios boys have signed up yet, but guys that just lit up the league this year. Daly, you've got him, who's always going to be a high pick. I think those guys
he'll
are going
be
to go
first.
before Sober. They're going to go before Sober. So I think he's a first round pick, but I think he's a late first round pick. I probably like
I see your argument for sure.
8,
But,
9.
I mean, after
Eight.
one season of playing with your buddies, like who's Brick if he plays with somebody else? I don't know. I never seen him play.
Don't know. Yeah,
Did you-
I
Put him
don't
on
know
a
either.
bunch of
Honest
randoms.
opinion?
Yeah, where you going?
Yep.
Fourth round, baby.
You are not okay. You're gonna go in the
no,
Fucking
no.
drink up.
Okay.
The last,
Fuck,
the
man.
last
What are you
time
putting
I
in
was
your
in the fucking
cocktails?
draft pool, I went fourth.
Roofies?
I went
Okay, well
fourth
that's
round.
not going to happen. Did you not
No,
listen to a
no
thing our
way.
guest just said? You led the league and won the cup, and then you were high
Yeah,
in the
but-
league again, and
But see, the difference is, okay, so Swagger has the fucking douchebag fucking thing tied to him, right? I have the Sober Sucks enema tied to me. Regardless what the fuck I do in this game, it doesn't matter.
No, don't play that bullshit. You fucking won the scoring
Ugh.
title and the cup
No,
last
I-
season.
hey.
Fuck. Don't make me blow you any more than that. You don't goddamn
Hey, well, I
know
want
it's
to be
different.
blown more, but
It's changed, man. You can't suck. You fucking did it 2 seasons in a row. You had dope ass seasons, smashing everybody with hits and scoring a bunch of goals, pushing in the postseason, whatever. Come on, be real. It's impossible. You won't make it past the first round, guaranteed.
Oh my God.
I'll fight it. I'll say I am willing to bet that I don't go first round.
well, Chew Therapy just says he goes over 30th. Fact.
See?
So having
See?
said that, we're gonna close it out, Swagger. I really appreciate you coming on this week, man. It was great having you. Hopefully, some people got to listen to you. Listen to some of your stories, listen to your takes on stuff. Have us kind of give you a little blow, Jay, on you did play a great series, and you actually pretty much played that way as far as I know throughout the whole year. So thank you for coming on. Hopefully, if we changed even one person's view of you, we did our job tonight, and hopefully everyone had a good time listening. Sober, if you want to sign us off, I'm out.
How the fuck do I sign this out? It's gonna be up on YouTube in a couple days. And fucking Drunk Puck right now. Whoever wants it, come get it. Let's go. Talk to you guys next week.